Yes, yes, yes. Mr. Raphael Dawkins with the Combat Radio. And today we're looking at Alen Babic, who rips his fellow Croatian on his upcoming fight and claims that it is a disgrace. As you may have heard from our previous video, Filip Hrgovic is fighting a very lowly ranked individual in his next fight. Made a video on it and it has not escaped the attention of Alen Babic. Okay. Boom. Training partner, sparring partner of Dillian Whyte, who so impressed Dillian Whyte that he signed him up. Okay, so the heavyweight prospect Alen Babic has fired back at Croatian rival Filip Hrgovic and his promoter Nisi Sauerland. Babic has been very openly calling for a showdown with the Olympic bronze medalist. And last month, Babic demolished Shondell Winters in 2 rounds on the undercard of the Dillian Whyte versus Alexander Povetkin fight at Matchroom's fight camp in Brentwood, Essex. Okay, so Hrgovic will return to the ring later this month when he faces Ondrej in Austria. Oh, is it in Austria? I didn't know it was in Austria. Okay, so Babic is set to return to action in October in a fight with Tom Little. Sauerland says Babic could be an option for 2021 if the circumstances make sense. He does not believe Babic is on the same level as a boxer like Hrgovic, who has the edge in size and experience. Okay, so Babic slammed Hrgovic's upcoming fight and placed little stock in the words of Sauerland. Okay, this is the guy that Filip Hrgovic is going to be fighting. OMG. Let's take another quick look at that. Of course, this is pricey, and this was the last time Ondrej Pala stepped in the ring. And that was 6 years ago. 6 long years ago. Okay, so what does Babic have to say? What does Babic have to say about this? I don't care about their comments, Babic told Sky Sports. Right now, Hrgovic is fighting a guy who hasn't been training for 6 years. For me, that's a disgrace. I would never fight a guy like that. In England, my fans love me. So if the fans want to see this fight, it will happen. Of course, I need a couple more fights, I know. But those comments like I'm nothing, that's their way. He said I was going to lose to Tom Little and David Allen. Tom Little is a great guy. I love him. But there's no way I'll lose. That shows how much they don't know ish about boxing. Just talking rubbish. I just beat Shondell Winters, who is much tougher. My first serious opponents. But that means nothing to them. Just tell Sauerland to watch my fight, because he obviously doesn't know who he's talking about. I really dislike him, Hrgovic, and I want to shut his mouth because he's a bully. He was born with a silver spoon in his mouth, so I don't expect him to appreciate me. Eddie Hearn says he's my fan, so who is Hrgovic to say anything else? I'm a true modern day gladiator. How can you not like that spirit? How can you not like the spirit of Babic? Or Babic, however you pronounce that. Boom. Sat him down. This is the guy here. Ondrej Pala. 35-5-0. Okay. Status inactive. Career from 2005 to 2014. So his career ended 6 years ago. 6.5 years before they get into the ring. total and utter disgrace. So I understand Alen the Savage Babic. I understand his position. This is totally preposterous and outrageous. Maybe they thought it wouldn't be, the world wouldn't take notice, but I'm afraid they were wrong. Because we at the Raphael Dawkins Combat Radio, we keep an eye on these things. And this is totally outrageous. Whoever's the officiating body over there in Austria need to have a look at this. This fight should not be sanctioned. And if it has been sanctioned, that sanction should be rescinded. Take it back. Get somebody in there who has actually been fighting over the last 6 years. Who's been fighting for the last 6 years, not someone who has been retired for the last 6 years. So, Babic makes sense. Like I said, I already done a video on it, and I share his sentiments. This is preposterous. What say you? It's the Raphael Dawkins, it's the Combat Radio, it's the like, it's the subscribe, it's the comments, it's the shares. And it is the hitting that bell icon to stay updated with news and notifications. And don't forget about the live shows. Don't forget to follow me on Twitter. It's the Raphael Dawkins, it's the Combat Radio. And I'm out.